This video focuses on the soft capture of California Bighorn mountain sheep in British Columbia, Canada. In a location frequented by sheep, poles about 22 feet tall are installed and firmly secured to avoid falling hazard. A net comprised of 4 large panels is assembled. The panel design allows for extraction of captured sheep once they are immobilized under the net. Tension is maintained as the panel edges are joined using strong clips. Equalizing tension during the joining of the panels results in a smoothly shaped net when suspended. Once assembled, the net is laid out between the 4 corner poles in preparation for lifting. You can see the composite size of this net is about 70 feet square. With the 4 corners up off the ground, temporarily lifting the net center facilitates preliminary tensioning of the net. During the first few hours off the ground, the suspended net continues to sag as components relax under the tension. Those tensions are very high, so the release mechanisms must be very strong. But all 4 corners must synchronously release with a tiny electrical impulse from a remotely operated switch. This is the belly of the net when fully tensioned. Bait used is apple pomace, a semi-sweet favorite of sheep, the residue of industrial production of apple juice. Additional bait to which the sheep are fully familiar is the farmer's hay being distributed under the net. Using this capture system requires a large number of volunteer assistants. Thus, to schedule those volunteers, it is crucial to reliably forecast the timing and numbers of sheep likely to come to bait under the net. Prospects for their success at the release site is benefited by a good mix of genders and ages as seen here. Volunteers include emergency personnel, interested locals, conservation organizations, veterinarians, and government agencies. At a mustering station, some distance from the capture location, the volunteers are briefed on their individual assignments and what they can anticipate during the capture and processing of the sheep.
So I want everybody who, the information, you can read the information behind here about what's going to happen here, but everybody that doesn't work for the Ministry of Environment and wants to be a part here, please sign one of these waiver forms.
Does that mean we can't sue, Brian?
That's exactly what it means.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Upon release, the corner of the net is pulled quickly downwards and held in extension to minimize escapes. Struggles of the captured sheep are very brief, each individual quickly suppressed by 1 or more volunteers. First blindfolds, then hobbles are passed through the large mesh of the net. When the sheep can no longer see, their struggles are greatly diminished. They can then be processed more safely for the sheep and for the volunteers. For their comfort and to minimize risk of inspirational pneumonia, sheep are maintained in a prone position on a canvas stretcher carried by 2 or more volunteers to the medical processing station. The sheep are given ear tags for permanent identification. Medical samples are taken such as blood and throat swabs, as well as fecal and DNA. Each is given a nutritional supplement as well as a preventative antibiotic. For future reference, the gender, age, and physical condition is recorded. Some individuals are selected to receive radio collars. After release, while in the company of others, these collars will allow for relocation of the sheep to monitor their subsequent health and welfare of the group. Watched by a government inspector, these sheep are loaded into the trailer. Blindfolds are removed. Close company of other sheep seems to calm them as they stand placidly awaiting transport to their new home. More gentle than some past methods of capturing sheep, this soft capture system was designed and fabricated by Bob Lincoln, wildlife biologist, retired from the Environment Ministry, Okanagan Region, British Columbia, Canada.